which of course could be a reason for a flare-up between the ties between India and Pakistan. But staying with news from Pakistan, the Prime Minister's advisor on Foreign Affairs Sartaj Aziz has reiterated objections to Modi's 1971 war remark in the Senate. Earlier on Wednesday, Sartaj Aziz had demanded that the international community and the United Nations take notice of Modi's statement. While addressing the Senate, he said that such statements raise doubts over India's sincerity to establish good relations with Pakistan. Opposition leader Mahmood Rashid too had submitted a resolution against the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement. The resolution asks government to immediately call an all-parties conference and announce its course of action. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was on a two-day visit to Dhaka, had launched a scathing attack on Pakistan. While addressing the crowd in Dhaka, Modi had revoked India's treatment of the 1971 Pakistani prisoners.
आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं, जो पाकिस्तान आए दिन हिंदुस्तान को परेशान करता रहता है, नाको दम ला देता है, टेररिज्म को बढ़ावा की घटनाएं घटती रहती है, 90,000 सैन्य उसके कब्जे में था। अगर विकृत मानसिकता होती तो पता नहीं निर्णय क्या करता। आज एक हवाई जहाज को कोई हाईजैक कर दे ना, तो 25, 50, 100 पैसेंजर के बदले में दुनिया भर की मांगे मनवा ले सकता है। भारत के पास 90,000 सैनिक पाकिस्तान के कब्जे में थे। लेकिन ये हिंदुस्तान का चरित्र देखिए, हिंदुस्तान की सेना का चरित्र देखिए। हमने बांग्लादेश के विकास की चिंता की, बांग्लादेश के स्वाभिमान की चिंता की, बांग्लादेश की धरती का उपयोग हमने पाकिस्तान पर गोलियां चलाने के लिए नहीं किया। हमने बांग्लादेश के स्वाभिमान के लिए, मुक्ति योद्धाओं के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी, लेकिन उन 90,000 का ब्लैकमेलिंग करके पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ लड़ने के लिए हमने बांग्लादेश की भूमि का उपयोग नहीं किया। क्यों? हम चाहते थे कि बांग्लादेश बंगबंधु के नेतृत्व में आगे बढ़े, विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों को पार करे। यह हमारा सपना था और इसलिए हमने हमारे सपनों को चूर कर दिया, हमारी मुसीबतों को हमने दफना दिया और हमने 90,000 सैनिक वापस दे दिए।
And Deputy Editor Shiv Arur joins me live from the newsroom. Shiv, Pakistan unleashing its fury on Modi over that 1971 comment, even asking for the intervention of the UN.
Correct, Vedika. I think, it's already very well known that 1971, the breakup of, Pakistan and the birth of Bangladesh has always been a historically sensitive issue for Pakistan. And I think what Foreign Affairs and National Security Advisor to the Pakistan government, Sartaj Aziz, has really done is really just call attention and confirm to the world that 1971 continues to be perhaps the most sensitive issue as far as Pakistan is concerned. He's actually gone on to say that, he will go to the UN to prove India's role, in what happened in 1971, that, India's role in the breakup of Pakistan is something that needs to be investigated by the United Nations. It would appear farcical at one level to actually, suggest that the UN needs to be involved in such a thing, Vedika, given that both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and successive governments, starting from Indira Gandhi's time, have never made, never made a big secret of India's involvement, of the fact that India was directly involved in the 1971 operations that finally led to the breakup of Pakistan. So Sartaj Aziz, to unleash that fury at this time, saying that the UN must get involved in India's admission by the Prime Minister in Bangladesh about its involvement in the breakup of Pakistan, is something that needs to be investigated at the United Nations level, appears to be, too far gone already. We're going to have to wait and see first, though, if the Indian Foreign Office actually reacts to what Sartaj Aziz has said, because it goes beyond just involving the UN in the 1971 operations. He's also responded directly to some of the other things that Narendra Modi has said. And I think one of the reasons why it has grated so specifically, Vedika, is because the Prime Minister chose in that speech, which we've just, made our viewers listen to, he's actually talked about the 90,000 prisoners of war that India, was able to capture after the 1971 operations, the humiliating surrender, and the fact that India was able to teach Pakistan Pakistan a very bitter lesson. I think what the message being sent out, at least by Sartaj Aziz, for security experts and others we're speaking to here, is that this continues to be an extremely embarrassing, humiliating issue as far as Pakistan is concerned, and it's something they simply cannot afford to ignore.
Shiv, clearly a bitter pill for Pakistan to swallow, and I'm going to bring Hamza Amir into this as well. He joins us from Islamabad. Hamza, I believe that the Pakistan government as well as the opposition has submitted a resolution against what the Prime Minister had to say over the 1971 war. Just bring us details.
Well, yes, in fact, today in the Senate session of the Parliament, there was a resolution passed unanimously by all members of the Parliament, in which they were denouncing Narendra Modi's statement, and they said that he actually confessed to the fact that India was directly involved in the 1971 issue where Bangladesh was separated from Pakistan, and they said it was the then Pakistan's province. So the basic idea behind the resolution is that it was a violation of Pakistan's territorial integrity, and that is why it should be taken up. And they said that they will actually reach out to the United Nations also, and even the diplomatic channels will be activated to ensure that India's role and the violation of Pakistan's integral territorial integrity is highlighted and not only raised to the highest level. In fact, they would take this as an opportunity to use the Narendra Modi statement to launch a sort of a diplomatic offensive against India and the ongoing crisis that is going on. And instead, he actually chose Bangladesh to give the statement out, which basically raises more concerns of what what India foresees as destabilizing Pakistan is concerned. They've also said that the defense minister's statement that they would neutralize terrorists through terrorists is something also that is going to be part of the resolution, and that will be taken forward, and all these evidences will be presented before the United Nations Council also.
All right. Thanks, Shiv and Hamza, for bringing us up to speed with the latest. We're just going to be slipping to a short break. News and updates.